very little about that. I got this thing about 6 months ago, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Thank you. I feel like I've crossed over to the promised land, and it ain't all it's cracked up to be. So we spent 3 days in the living room, and I was learning so much. And I remember saying to them, you may remember this, Courtney, at one point I said, you know, at age, what was I, 70 at the time, 75 now, I said, I feel like I'm standing somewhere down the curvature of the earth. I cannot see the horizon that you folks see where you're standing higher on that curvature. I need your eyes and I need your ears and I need you to tell me what it is you're seeing, because that same horizon is coming at me even though I don't know it. Mm-hmm. And then I added, and I need you to speak clearly and distinctly because I want to hear what you have to say. My point is that I'm standing here having, quote, figured a lot of things out through 75 years of education, social engagement, risk-taking, rebellion, although I think you can claim the rebel status only in retrospect and only very lightly, because as soon as you start thinking in this moment consciously, I'm a rebel, you screw it all up. I do believe this, you know, this self-labeling is dangerous stuff. Just do what you do. I mean, the bird doesn't think, I'm a bird, I can fly. Why, you know, well, what am I doing sitting here on a branch? They just, you know, they do what they do. And so I have my frameworks, which I need not only their eyes and ears, I need to get inside their heads and hearts and see what that new framework is that can help me interpret that data better than I'm able to do. The danger at age 75 is to think you have everything figured out. And I would just say one more thing about Courtney's wonderful emphasis on humility. My last book is called Healing the Heart of Democracy, and in that book I talk about 5 habits of the heart, borrowing a phrase from Alexis de Tocqueville that I think we need to get our democracy back in a citizen movement. But when I give talks about it, I say if 5 is too many for you to hold on to, you really only need 2. You need chutzpah and humility. You know, you need the chutzpah to know that you have a voice worth speaking and things worth saying. And you need the humility to know that it's vital to listen, because you may not have it right at all or only a very partial grasp on the truth. So I think it's in holding these paradoxes that we start to sort things out. There's so much of this life that we're all trying to live that's just not about either or, even though we've been trained to think in binary code, right? I mean that in the larger sense, the metaphoric